This is the domestic news on Top Accolade News. The Coalition of Human Rights Monitoring Group has cleared Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara of allegations linking him to security issues that led to the declaration of a state of emergency. Their report, presented in Abuja, debunked claims that Fubara had ties to militant groups responsible for pipeline vandalism, calling the accusation politically motivated.
A thorough investigation conducted by the Coalition of Human Rights Monitoring Group revealed the following. 1. No financial trace. There is no evidence of financial transactions between the state government and known militant factions. 2. No operational links. Security agencies have not established any communication or logistical coordination between Fubara's administration and militant cells. 3. Public condemnation. Governor Fubara has consistently denounced violence, urging aggrieved groups to embrace dialogue. Apparently, Governor Fubara, far from instigating these actions, has been a voice of restraint, appealing for calm and emphasizing the rule of law. Debunking fake videos. In order to discredit the administration of Governor Fubara, some detractors were uploading some videos online that were depicting attacks on different oil pipelines around some communities. On our thorough investigation, we discovered that the creators uploaded old and doctored videos linking them to alleged militant groups in the state with the intent of trying very hard to paint the militant group as supporters of Governor Siminalayi Fubara.
The investigation found no evidence of financial or operational links between Fubara's administration and militants. It also highlighted the role of Minister Nwosu in escalating tensions with inflammatory remarks.
It is noteworthy to state that the political milieu in Rivers State has been further complicated by the involvement of influential figures such as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nwosu, who is Governor Fubara's immediate predecessor, and whose recent utterances have ignited controversy and unrest. At the heart of this crisis sits the toxic legacy of political oppression, wherein the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nwosu, has held the state's political and economic machinery with an iron-fisted hand.
The coalition urged an end to political hostilities, the withdrawal of the unlawful deployed security forces, and independent investigation into the crisis. Communities in affected areas have refuted the allegations, assuring that oil and gas facilities remain secure.
Presently, the communities where these incidents were alleged to have occurred have reacted, and they have dismissed any claim of explosions on oil and gas facilities in their domains, and reassuring that all critical government assets within their areas are safe, secure, and efficiently functioning.
The report concluded that the accusations against Fubara are part of broader political power struggles rather than factual claims. It called for national and international support to prevent political instability in Rivers State. Still in politics, Charity Ijese, the leader of the recalled campaign against suspended Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti, has described the process as a game, raising questions about its intent.
Confidence in her because of her gross misconduct in the Senate that led us to a 6-month suspension where Kogi Central will not be represented at the National Assembly, the Senate arm. So we have come to recall her back so that we can have a representative in the Senate, because as a people, we cannot afford not to have a representative in the Senate arm for another 1 year. So we are here to tell INEC to please follow the constitutional process for a recall so that our recall process can begin. That's why we're here.
Charity, who serves as Senior Special Assistant on Youth and Women Mobilization to Kogi State Governor Ahmed Ododo, submitted the recall petition to the Independent National Electoral Commission. Shortly after, she reiterated on Facebook and in interviews that the campaign was driven by constituents' loss of confidence in Natasha due to her 6-month Senate suspension. She emphasized the need for representation, claiming over 250,000 registered voters signed the petition. When asked about potential sponsors, Charity insisted that the initiative was independently driven, dismissing claims of external influence.
Who is controlling this?
Talking about bankroll is a personal business, or it's a personal thing. We are members of our constituents, and we're saying we don't want her anymore because you cannot afford not to have a representative. So nobody is bankrolling. We are the one that voted her, and we are saying we don't want her anymore. So we're not. Nobody is bankrolling. Nobody is having any personal issue with her. It is just what it is. The game is the game.
However, her repeated phrase, "the game is the game," a common expression used to justify the questionable action, has fueled speculations about the recall's true motive. More on politics, Edo North Senator Adams Oshiomhole has criticized the late chairman of the defunct National Electoral Commission, Humphrey Nwosu, and former military head of state, Ibrahim Babangida, accusing them of deceiving 18 million Nigerians who voted in the annulled 1993 presidential election. Speaking in the Senate during a debate to immortalize Nwosu, Oshiomhole argued that the late NEC chairman failed to confess to the irregularities surrounding the election.
Professor Nwosu and President Babangida fooled 18 million Nigerians that voted. Therefore, if he was afraid of the gun, because we're under dictatorship, some people might say, well, but there were Nigerians who were protesting under the gun without minding the consequences. After the end of Babangida's tenure, the death of Abiola, the birth of the new democracy that produced Obasanjo, since then, I would have expected Nwosu to say, either on his birthday or on any special occasion, now that we are back to democracy, there is freedom of speech, even the freedom to lie. I would have expected Nwosu to be able to say, I could not declare these numbers. Now, on my record, Abiola won this election. That he died without confession. That he died without confession. Cannot be rewarded.
Thank you, Senator Osita.
He cannot be rewarded.
Senator Osita, you have the floor.
He maintained that Nwosu, despite later opportunities in Nigeria's democratic era, never publicly acknowledged the true outcome of the election, which was widely believed to have been won by MKO Abiola. Oshiomhole insisted that because Nwosu did not admit his role in the election's annulment before his death, he does not deserve national recognition. Now in protest, an unexpected protest erupted in Akure, Ondo State, led by students condemning Governor Lucky's handling of the state's worsening security crisis. The protesters accused him of prioritizing public relations over addressing critical issues such as rampant killing, rape, robbery, and kidnappings allegedly perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen. Farmers have been unable to work, women feel unsafe, and students' welfare has worsened, fueling public frustration. Last week, locals protested at the government house and were assured that security outfit Omotekun will be deployed to criminal hotspots. However, no tangible action followed, prompting students under the National Association of Nigerian Students Southwest to take to the streets. Despite attempts by soldiers and police to disperse them, the protesters remain definite. While some Nigerians in some states are hoping the protest spreads, others are urging the demonstrators to seek dialogue instead. That is the domestic update. For now, on to Accolade News. Do stay with us for more domestic updates and developments. I am Blessing Bassi.